Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Samantha Leighanne and I talk about books. Welcome to another edition of Friday Reads where I talk about what I finished, what I'm reading, and what I plan on reading. So let's just go ahead and jump right into things. Start off with what I finished this week, and I did manage to finish several different things. I know last week I talked about Lock and Key by Joe Hill and Gabriel Rodriguez. I believe last week I had just finished volume 1. This week I also read volume 2 and volume 3, and you guys, I really am enjoying this series. The art is really good, the writing is really good, character development for a graphic novel is really good. There's a lot of commentary about fear and how that can affect who we are as people, and just dealing with the trauma and things like that can happen in your life. And I'm really liking it so far. I read these on Comixology Unlimited, so unfortunately they only had the first 3 volumes, so I have not been able to read anymore, but it's definitely a series that I want to continue. The next thing that I read was also on Comixology Unlimited, and it was the first volume of The Wicked and the Divine. I cannot remember the author's names right now, but there will be a graphic over here so you can look that up. I really liked this. The thing that I liked most about it was definitely the art style. The art was beautiful. And from what I can gather, the plot basically centers around these gods that come back every so many years. They're like, reincarnated in another human, and they only live for 2 years. However, the one, I don't want to say complaint that I have, but the one thing that was strange to me is that they referenced things here without giving any kind of backstories. So you're kind of left going, what is going on? What are they talking about? And you kind of have to hope that you're gonna get that information in subsequent issues or volumes or whatever. But they only have the first volume on Comixology Unlimited, so that's the only one I've read. It's definitely one that I want to continue. I think that I gave this one 4 out of 5 simply because, like I said, there were those unexplained things within the story. So, but I really feel like that was kind of a minor complaint because the art is so beautiful. It is so beautiful. I loved it. But I definitely recommend it if you are into graphic novels. So... And the only other thing that I finished this week was Year of the Black Rainbow by Claudio Sanchez and Peter Gabriel. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Peter Gabriel. Anywho, I gave this one 3 out of 5 stars, and honestly, it probably deserved 2. However, I have so much love for Claudio and Coheed and Cambria and this whole Amore Wars in general that I gave it that extra star. Call me biased, whatever. So I know that last week I talked about the formatting of that kind of threw me off. Again, that was still a complaint that I had. Also, the writing was just like clunky, and the dialogue between characters was strange, and I just was not a fan of the writing in general. However, getting the information, the backstory for the Amore Wars was actually interesting. That was really the best part about it. So, would I recommend it? You definitely do not have to read it if you are a fan of the Amore Wars, simply because you get most of the information, through flashbacks and everything through the different volumes. However, this really kind of fleshes out that story with the characters, even if it's not wonderfully written. But, so there's that. Alright, okay. So, what am I currently reading? Still trucking my way through this bad boy. I am about 85% of the way through it right now, and I will probably, hopefully, end up finishing this today. It's a reread, definitely enjoying it. If you've watched my channel for any length of time, then you know that I'm really bad about starting series and then not finishing them. So, that's kind of one of my goals in the upcoming year, is to actually finish series that I want to finish, and this is one of them. Because of the size of this book and because there are multiple point of views, I do enjoy being able to listen to this on audio as well as have the physical copy. One of the reasons for that is there's been a couple of times where I have been like listening on audio or whatever, and I've like missed something even though I've read this before, and I've had to go back to a previous point of view, and it's way easier to do that in the physical copy than it is to go through and find it on audio. So that's one of the reasons that I like doing that with these books, especially because they're giant. So I do plan on continuing with this series. Next is The Storm of Swords, which I have not read before. I do have it on audio, however, I do not have the physical copy yet. Hopefully I'll be getting that in the next couple weeks, so I will be taking a break from this series, but I want to come back to it. So hopefully I won't do what I did last time and just never pick it back up. So, and the other book that I'm reading is an ebook format. It is All of the Ugly and Wonderful Things by Bryn Greenwood. I'm kind of riding the struggle bus with this one for a couple different reasons. The writing is good. This is another story that is told in multiple point of views. Subject matter is super, super heavy. It does have to do with children. There is child abuse within the text. If you are uncomfortable with those things, I do not recommend reading this book. I have not had a book give me actual anxiety in a really long time, and this book actually gave me anxiety when I was reading it because it is so cringy at times. I'm not going to go into detail about what it is about, just simply because if you don't already know, you can go on Goodreads and you can read that yourself. So the subject matter is really heavy. I'm not going to say too much more about it just because I'm not done with it and I don't really want to speak on it until I have it as a whole. But the reason that I actually started reading this was because I saw on, I think, Instagram and Twitter that Dylan the Reader, Pages and Pens, and Hardback Hoarder were all doing a buddy read of this, and I realized that I had it, and I was like, oh, I've been meaning to read that for a while. You know, I'm a mood reader. I was like, okay, I'll read that. And I have feelings, but we're not going to talk about those feelings right now. I'll probably go into more detail whenever we do monthly wrap-ups and things. Alright, so what do I plan on reading next? I know I already mentioned reading A Storm of Swords, however, I'm probably not going to get to that for a few weeks, so what am I going to be reading in the meantime? I don't have anything planned out as far as like physical books or graphic novels that I'm going to be reading next, but I did start the Mistborn series. I've buddy read the first one with Jess and Christina from Game of Tomes a couple of months ago. I think it was at the beginning of this year. Don't recall exactly when it was. I really enjoyed it. I have both of the other books in this series, and so I kind of figured since I'm going to be taking a break from A Song of Ice and Fire that I'm going to throw myself into another high fantasy. So this is The Well of Ascension by Brandon Sanderson. I enjoyed the first one. I have the physical copy of this as well as the audio, so that's going to be a thing. So that's pretty much all I have in terms of reading. However, I do want to throw out there that I'm not going to be posting a Friday Reads video next week because I'm actually going to be out of town Monday through Friday. It is my husband and I's 3rd wedding anniversary, so we are going to be going up to the mountains, doing some hiking. We're staying at this swanky ass hotel with a rooftop bar. I am so excited, but because I'm going to be gone most of the week, I'm probably not going to get that much reading done. However, just because I'm not going to be in town, I do have a couple of things that will be going up for you guys, just some fun tags because I haven't done tags lately. So yeah, that is a thing. So that's all I got for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching. As always, if you like what you see and you want to see more, make sure you click thumbs up and hit subscribe if you have not already. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.